Alright you guys, today I want to talk about something basic. It's my first tutorial and there's still a lot of things I need to learn. A lot of things. So what I want to talk about is the sizing of the orchestra. You know, how to make some parts more quiet and calm and emotional and some parts more big and epic. This track isn't like full and mixed yet. There's still things I can improve. But yeah, it's also not mixed. I've done like some basic mixing here, but that's it. So yeah, let's listen to the track. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that was the track. We're gonna start with talking about the first 8 bars. This part. So the reason why it sounds more quiet, more calm, it's because it's not layered with a lot of other things. Now this also depends on the library. Like I have Metropolis Arc 1. It's super loud. So it also depends on what library you're using. But in the beginning I use Albion 1, which is a Contact library, and really Contact deserves its own tutorial. It's not as complicated as it looks though. So in the beginning I use strings, sorry. Yeah. You get the idea. And it's only chords, and I guess this top part here can be called a counter melody. Some sort. So if you really look at the beginning, you're gonna notice that I layer it with wire. It's the same thing. Now it is Metropolis Arc 1, which is really loud. But I've lowered the expression map. I'm gonna talk about expression and dynamics and stuff like that in the future, so don't worry. But the melody is also layered with Women Choir and Albion 1 Legato. that's the reason why it sounds so emotional. So after that part, what I do is like this epic part. It sounds more loud. Now, here I use Metropolis Arc 1, and it's a louder library, so it's a contrast to what happened before. Before we had this calm section, here we don't have that. So here, I use Metropolis Arc 1. I split the patches, but Metropolis Arc 1 only comes with, I think, low strings and high strings. So you have to like separate it yourself. That's what I've done. So here we have basses, cellos. We also have spiccato, violas, playing spiccato, sorry. First violin, second violin. But it's also layered with tubas, French horns, choirs doing something else though. I mean, it's adding, but yeah. And the women choir is playing the melody too. So if you really look at the melody, you're gonna notice that the melody is played by women choir, French horns, and I think cellos. Yeah. Alright. So after that section, what I do is I'm sizing down the orchestra. So now, instead of having as many layers, I only have Albion 1 again, doing some chord and a counter melody, for sure. And it's doing, and I have this other library, Tina Golicello, that's playing the melody. So this last epic part, like it's super big. That's using Metropolis Arc 1, strings, layered with brass. Then I use choir, and then I use woodwinds. So it's a lot of layers here. So that's one of the things you want to think about. The reason why it sounds so big is because I use basses here, but I also use a lot of other things. And here in the end, it's literally just the intro. So we've already talked about it. Now, there's also some other things we can consider, which is articulations. I'm gonna release a tutorial on that, I think, in the future. But basically, articulations are different techniques of playing, and they all have their benefits and their disadvantages. Like sustain notes are more quiet, but they can be played for longer. Arcado, or in this case portato, are shorter, louder, but they can't be played for as long. That's just an example. There's a lot of articulation. So yeah, that is the tutorial. I hope you learned something. I'm gonna release more in the future. I'm probably also gonna talk more in depth, but since I'm new, I kinda don't wanna rush this tutorial thing. So yeah, uh, thanks for watching.